Nestled in the hills of Virginia, where touching the Hokie Stone means remembering the legends who formed the foundation of a power. Names like Vic and Beamer, and a lunch pail mentality that applies to the Virginia Tech Hokies. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hokies will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Florida State's offense takes the field. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's good. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. The expressway is wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Noles! And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will get the ball for the first time. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them, they'll throw screens, they'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy.
And he breaks into the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Selvia. Fires to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're trying to get to it. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Hokies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Was to pass. Oh, the sweet feet. Touchdown, Hokies! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years in Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Firing toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And that is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Dropping back, it's Selvia. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Flips it out in the flat. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. It'll be a draw. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Makes the grab. It's McMillan. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Hokies will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt.
Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Pulls it and fires to the left. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Got his man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking downfield, it's Selvia. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Looking to throw at Selvia. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He unleashes a long one. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to throw it again, trying to get to it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to throw, it's Selvia. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Snap from the gun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's McMillan. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. They'll throw it on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Touchdown, Florida State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Punk. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He lobs one high down the left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Obliterates him, still on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Noles! A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback in these situations. You drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds him out of the backfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown Seminoles! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Virginia Tech, 16.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to throw, it's Selvia. Never breaks stride. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll keep it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Hokies! And they take it in for 6 more points. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. A first down for the offense. Quick release on the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Virginia Tech, 30.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's Baker. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll run play action. Coming after it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
And the Noles line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Selvia. Floats it out in space. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's McMillan. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running with power. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Makes the catch. It's Carter. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hokies! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th. They'd hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Looking to scramble. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Oh, he wants it all. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Touchdown, Florida State. They move on top here in the 4th. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Virginia Tech, 36.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Selvia. Got his man down the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's looking to throw it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's going up top. And it's caught inside the 25.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.